Good morning. Today, 25th November 2020, morning Sakar Murli. Om Shanti, ocean of knowledge, ocean of purity, Shiva Baba says, sweet children, in order to claim the highest on high status, remain intoxicated on the pilgrimage of remembrance, Yad Ki Yatra. This is the spiritual gallows. This is the spiritual gallows. Your intellects should be tied to your home, sweet home. Question: what is a sign of those whose intellects are not able to imbibe knowledge? Answer: they become upset over trivial matters. The more knowledge someone's intellect is able to imbibe, the more happiness he will experience. When your intellect has the knowledge that the world now has to go down, it is changing, and that there will be loss through that, you will never become upset. You will remain constantly happy. Om Shanti. The spiritual father sits here and explains to the sweetest spiritual children. You children understand that God is called the highest on high. The intellect's yoga of souls should go to the home. However, there isn't a single human being in the world whose intellect is aware of this. Even sannyasis don't consider the Brahm element to be their home. They say that they want to merge into the Brahm element, and so that cannot be the home. One lives in a home. The intellects of you children should remain there. That is, remain at home. Just as people are hung on gallows, so you too are now climbing the spiritual gallows. Internally, you are aware that the highest on high Father comes and takes you to the highest on high home. We now have to return home. The highest on high Baba is enabling us to claim the highest on high status. The highest on high Baba is enabling us to claim the highest on high status. In the kingdom of Ravan, all souls are degraded. That is, they are on a lower status. Those people are elevated, means people in Ram Rajya, Satyug, heaven, are elevated, whereas these are degraded. These souls in Ravan Raj are degraded. They are not aware of being the highest. Even those who were the highest don't know anything about those who are the lowest. You now understand that only the one God is called the highest on high. Your intellects go upwards. Our direction of the intellect is upwards. He is the resident of the supreme place, Paramdham. No one understands that we souls are also resident of that supreme place. We come here simply to play our parts. this doesn't enter anyone's thoughts, they remain engrossed in their own business. The Father now explains, you will become the highest on high when you remain intoxicated on the pilgrimage of remembrance. What is important? Remain intoxicated on the pilgrimage of remembrance. याद की यात्रा में मस्त रहना है, नशे में. It is by having remembrance that you have to claim a high status. You must not forget the knowledge that you are being taught by the Supreme Teacher. Even little children are able to relate it. However, children won't understand the aspect of yoga. Baba says, we are going so high. There is the incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the corporeal world. The 5 elements exist here in the corporeal world. They don't exist in the subtle region or neither in the incorporeal world. Only the Father gives this knowledge. And this is why he is called the ocean of knowledge. They earn so much money. Those who read the scriptures receive so much respect. However, you now understand that there is no greatness in that. Only the one God is the highest on high. Through him, we become the rulers of the highest on high heaven. Now Baba says, what is heaven and what is hell? How does the cycle of 84 births turn? No one in the world apart from you knows this. They simply say that all of this is imagination. You have to understand that such people don't belong to this clan. You must not become disheartened. It is understood that it is not in their parts, and so they will not be able to understand anything. You children now hold your heads very high. Means your intellect goes very high to the supreme place, sweet home. When you soul are in the highest world, that is the highest state of mind, the highest state, you will not be aware of the lowest world. Then you will not be aware of the lower basal world. Here, the basal world, the lower world has got a degraded souls. So those of the lowest world will not know those of the highest world. Similarly, vice versa. Those of the lowest world will not know what's happening in the highest world. That is called heaven. The highest world, Baba says, is called heaven. Although people abroad are not able to go to heaven, they do mention the names of heaven and paradise. Those of Islam speak of Bahist, heaven, but they don't know how they can go there. You have now received so much understanding. The highest on high, Father, Teacher, Sadguru is giving us so much knowledge. This drama is created in a wonderful way. Those who don't understand the secrets of the drama say that this is imagination. You children know that this world is impure. This is why people here call out, "O purifier, come and make us pure." Father says history repeats every 5,000 years. The old world has to become new, and this is why I have to come and play my part. I come every cycle and make you children the highest on high. Those who are pure are said to be the highest, and those who are impure are said to be the lowest. Remember this line. Those who are pure are said to be the highest, and those who are impure are said to be the lowest, to be in the lowest world. This world was new and pure, the highest world. It is now impure, the lowest world. So the world depends on the state of the souls. You also understand these things number wise. Those who keep these things in their intellects are able to remain constantly happy. Baba is giving a secret to constant happiness. If this isn't in their intellects, then when someone says something or there is some loss, they become upset. Baba says, this degraded world now has to end. This is the old world. People have become so degraded. However, no one considers himself to be so degraded. Devotees always bow their heads. You don't bow your heads to someone who is degraded. You bow your heads to someone who is pure. You never do that in the golden age because everyone is pure in the golden age. Only devotees do that. The Father doesn't tell you to walk with your head bowed. No, this is a study. You are studying in the God Fatherly University, and so you should have so much intoxication. It shouldn't be that you experience intoxication while at the university, and that the intoxication is then lost when you get home. You should have this intoxication at home as well. Here you children know that Shiv Baba is teaching you. This one says, I am not the ocean of knowledge. That is Brahma Baba. Says, I am not the ocean of knowledge. This Baba is not the ocean of knowledge. Shiv Baba says, Brahma Baba is not the ocean of knowledge. Rivers emerge from the ocean. There is just the one ocean, and the Brahmaputra is the biggest river. Many big steamers enter the ocean. There are many rivers everywhere else too. It is only here that they speak of the purifier Ganges. They never say this of any of the rivers abroad. If the river were the purifier, there would then be no need to adopt a guru. People stumble so much to rivers and lakes. Baba says, you now understand that your eyes have been opened with this knowledge. Your third eye of knowledge has now opened. When a soul has received the third eye, he is called Trikaldarshi. The soul has the knowledge of all three aspects of time. The soul is just a point. How could you show a soul with eyes? All of these matters have to be understood. When you have the third eye of knowledge, you become Trikaldarshi and Trilokinath. From atheists, you become theists. Previously, you did not know the creator or the beginning, middle, and or end of creation. By coming to know the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation from the Father, you are now receiving the inheritance. This is knowledge. There is also the history and geography and the accounts too. Acha, if a child is clever, he can work out how many births we take, and according to that, how many births those of other religions take. However, the Father says, don't beat your head too much over those matters. Your time would be wasted. Here you have to forget everything. There's no need to speak about those things. You give the recognition of the Father, the Baba, the Creator, whom no one knows. Shiv Baba only comes in Bharat. He surely comes and does something. This is why they celebrate his birthday, Shiv Jayanti, Mahashivratri. Because Gandhi and other holy men, etc., have been and gone. They have made stamps of them. They also make stamps for family planning. You now have the intoxication that you belong to the Pandava government. This is the government of Almighty Baba. This is your coat of arms. No one else knows this coat of arms. You understand that you have intellects full of love at the time of destruction. We remember the Father a great deal. By remembering the Father, we have tears of love. Baba, you remove all our sorrow for half the cycle, that is 2500 years. Baba, simply remember the one Father. The early morning time is very good. Baba, it is your great wonder. You awaken us every 5000 years. All human beings are sleeping in the devilish sleep of Kumbhakarna. That is, they are in the darkness of ignorance. You now understand that this is the ancient yoga of Bharat. Everything else that they teach, like Hatha Yoga, etc., is just exercise in order to keep the body healthy. You now have all the knowledge in your intellects, and so you remain happy. You come here and you understand how Baba refreshes you. Some become refreshed, but then as soon as they go out, that intoxication finishes. It is number wise. Baba explains, this world is impure. People call out, "Oh purifier, come," but they don't consider themselves to be impure. This is why they go to wash away their sins. However, it is not the body that accumulates sin. The Father comes and purifies you and says, constantly remember me alone, and your sins will be absolved. You have now received this knowledge. Bharat was heaven and it is now hell. You children are now at the confluence age. When someone falls into vice, he fails, and so it is as though he has fallen into hell. He falls from the 5th floor and then has to experience 100-fold punishment. So the Father explains, Bharat was so elevated. and it is now degraded. You are now becoming so sensible. Baba says when a student passes a difficult examination, does his intoxication decrease? He studies even more and passes and becomes something great. Look at the condition of the world now. The highest on high Father comes and teaches you. He is incorporeal. You souls are also incorporeal. You have come here to play your parts. Only the Father comes and explains the secrets of the drama. This world cycle is also called a drama. When someone falls ill in those plays, they can leave. This is an unlimited play. It is in the intellects of you children in an accurate way. You know that you come here to play your parts. We are unlimited actors. We take bodies and play parts. Baba has come. Baba has come. All of this should be your intellects. The unlimited drama should be in your intellects. You receive the unlimited sovereignty of the world. Therefore, you also need to make effort accordingly. You may live at home with your families, but you do have to remain pure. There are many people abroad who get married in their old age for companionship, for someone to look after them. They then leave a will. They leave something for their companion and something to charity. There is no question of vice there. A lover and beloved do not surrender themselves to one another for vice. They simply have love for the physical. You are spiritual lovers, and you remember the one beloved. There is the one beloved of all of you lovers. All of you remember that one. He is so beautiful. That soul is beautiful. He is ever beautiful. You have now become ugly, and so He changes you from ugly to beautiful. You know that the Father is making you beautiful. So, become aware of what thoughts we are having. Do a checking at our intellect. Are our intellect diverted toward films or friends or other directions? Baba says, pay attention to the thoughts and the intellect. Baba says, experience that intoxication. Then only we are able to imbibe or inspire others to imbibe. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Baap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. We, the spiritual children, say Namaste, Namaste, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. Remove everything from your intellect. There is no need to listen to or relate things that waste your time. Time is very, very valuable resource, irreplaceable resource. We cannot replace this resource with anything. We cannot buy even an extra second of time. So, Baba says, do not waste your time by listening to or relate to things that waste your time. Remove any kind of waste from your intellect. Second, at the time of studying, your intellect should be connected in yoga with the one Father. When you are studying, the intellect should be connected. The intellect should not wander anywhere. Maintain the intoxication that the